What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. This video shouldn't be that long because I want to break these things down into parts so that I don't do another 20-minute video. Apologize for that, guys. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Please leave a like. I want to see if we can get as many likes as we have views. So if you watch the video, please just hit the like button or even the thumbs down. I don't care. Anyway, location. I think that location can give us a very real hint as to where the next DLC or what the new DLC is going to take part in. Dim, why do you say that? This screen right here. So if you go to the add-ons menu in the start menu of the game, or the pause menu, you go to add-ons, this menu comes up here. Now, this, if you click on this one, where does it take you? It takes you to Beerus's planet, okay? I don't feel like clicking on the next one, like basically, guys, each one of these is going to be a separate location. Now, I don't know if they're going to tie these three in together. For example, say, for instance, on this one, say it's Universe 6 and 7, and we go to the Universe 6 and 7 tournament location on the unnamed planet. Will they update Beerus's training or Whis' training here? You get what I'm saying? They go together now, episode 1 and 2. Will the game tell you, hey, you need to go to Beerus's planet to do training with Beerus and Whis or whatever? This is important because we don't know how this is going to work out. We know that if we click on this, it takes us to a completely different separate section of the game where you do all the Beerus and Whis stuff. Okay, from there, you can go back into the main game. Okay, in the main game, you don't have the same outfit. And also, you know, you still get to keep your transformations and stuff like that. There is a portal inside of Whis' Nim planet that will take you back to the main game. That you don't have to access the main game through the you don't have to access the main game through the pause menu like you do the DLC. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, I'm gonna explain it really quick. To access the DLC, you have to push the start. You have to push the pause button and go down to add-ons. Go here, click on that. That's how you access the DLC. To get back to the main game, you don't do that. There's a portal inside of Whis' Beerus's planet that you go to, and it takes you back to the main game. What I'm thinking is going to happen is that in episode 2, we can possibly get a new location. And on that location, there will be that same pillar. But when you click on that pillar, it's going to give you the option to either go to Beerus's planet or to go to the main game, if that makes sense. All right. So what could happen? Because, guys, we know we're going to have to train with Whis again. Therefore, we know that we're going to have to go where? To Beerus's planet. So don't be surprised if episode 2 starts us out. We click on it and it takes us to Beerus's planet, but there's also that same beam of light, that teleportation thing that Whis has on Beerus's planet that will take us to the other part of where the DLC will take place. I don't see them having 2 of these and both of them putting us on Beerus's planet. Because that would mean that this is completely separate from this, is completely separate from this, is completely separate from the main game. You get what I'm saying? Episode 1 and 2 should tie together. Therefore, these two should be connected. And if those two are not connected, then they would have to word it as play episode 2 and you can carry what's in episode 2 into episode 1, and you can carry both of those into the main game. Okay, so to make more sense with that, on episode 1 right here, what do they tell us? You can take this into the main game. Okay, in order for these two to be, if these two are separate, they're going to have to say you can take episode 2 into episode 1, and you can take both of those into the main game. Because this isn't the main game. This is DLC right here with episode 1. Okay. New transformation, new training, new items that award XP, new sub stories. What do you think it's going to be right here? The same thing. New transformation, new training. Now, what they could do is, like I said, well, that wouldn't make sense. I was finna say they would have you start here and continue your training. But like I said, I think what'll happen, we go into the pause menu. Episode 2 will be right there. We'll click on that and it'll start us out on the same planet, Beerus's planet. where we'll have access to the same stuff that we have here, but depending on who we fight, we could potentially go to a different location. If it's Frieza, they fought Frieza on planet Earth. So is it going to transport us back to Earth? That's going to be weird, because then how do we get back to, Earth in the other way? You get what I'm saying? Also, we have to ask this question. Why on Beerus and Whis' planet do we have the teleportation thing to take us back into the main game? I got to thinking that, because technically I would say Goku's instant transmission doesn't work to get him all the way to Beerus' planet. Goku can instant transmission to King Kai's planet. I don't know if Goku could Goku can. He can instant transmission even to the Supreme Kai's planet, because or Elder Kai. He's done that whenever they fought Majin Buu. Okay. So that's possible, but we know Goku's not able to instant transmission all the way to Beerus' planet. That could explain why the beam of light is there, and you have to go there to get there, and you have to go here outside of the game. But I don't think that's the case. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is to kind of explain every possibility. But the fact that this is going to be a separate thing, you're going to have to actually, it's not like you're going to click on this to go here. You're going to have to click on this second one to access the DLC that's contained inside of this second one. So that leads me to believe that this could be a completely separate location. And if this is a completely separate location, which we really won't know till the DLC releases, then that means if it's on Earth, it could be Golden Frieza. If it takes us to the unknown planet, it could very well be hit. Now, why do I feel like it's hit? Well, if it's the Frieza one and it takes us back to Earth where they did fight Golden Frieza, then why have it separate from the main game? You see what I'm saying? So that means we would literally, if it was that way with Golden Frieza, we would click on that, it would take us to Earth, but in order to get back to the Earth where we can go to different locations on Earth, we would have to go back into the main game. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Yeah. Because the only way to access the add-ons is to come to the add-ons. After that, you have to actually click on something to exit the add-ons and back into the main game. You get what I'm saying now? So it would make sense for the nameless planet to be a particular location, because then you can click on that and go to the nameless planet and then go back to Beerus' planet or back to Earth. And then for the last one, if it's the Goku Black arc, it's in the future. So that's not technically on Earth, even though they use the time machine. Perhaps instead of the beam of light that's on Beerus' planet to take you back to the main game, there's a time machine that you click on and takes you back to the main game. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Basically, what I'm saying is this is going to be a separate location. This is going to be separate from this and separate from the main game, but they are still going to have to tie these all in, because otherwise you'll click here, and why would that be separate, but it takes you to Beerus' planet that you already have here? That will make this null and void, and this, it just doesn't make sense. So that's why I believe that in episode 2 we are going to get a different location, but I think the game is going to have us start out here on Whis' planet. We start the game with the DLC. It tells us to go here. We go there. The training and stuff is there. We step into the beam of light. It takes us here. I don't know. Either that, or they're going to have to tie Beerus' planet into here, which, like I said, wouldn't make sense because it's already right here. So then all of this, like I said, would be null and void, and you can only click on this to access the new training and stuff like that. I don't know. Episode 1 and 2 go together. That's why I'm saying I don't think that would work out to make these separate. These would have to be two different locations. It's a very confusing thought, but if you follow me, let me know down in the comment section down below. I'm not going to try to confuse y'all any more than I already have, man. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.